All right, so for this week's newsletter, we want to talk about why we do lateral conditioning, or what we consider our change of direction days for our general population. So we consider our classes as well as our for personal training, or we're working with our kids and whatnot. So the first reason that we do this is, one, because it's fun. It's fun because it's something you can't do anywhere else. You're not just getting on a treadmill. It's not monotonous. You had to learn. You had to learn a pattern and try to distribute the pattern or display the pattern at normally a higher rate of speed. So what I've seen over time is that when it's a lateral conditioning day, it seems that people work harder because they know the pattern and they're trying to do it as fast as possible. So if you're trying to work at a higher intensity, in which if I program sprints or whatnot, you turn that into a jog. Rarely does a suicide or a shuffle suicide or an Icky shuffle to a shuffle suicide turn into a jog, because you know the destination, you know the end point of it. What I've noticed over time, that people work harder. If you're working harder, you're more likely than not burning more calories and you're increasing your conditioning levels. So that would be one. Number two is that it adds coordination to recreation sports. So decent amount of people have kids, a decent amount of people do recreation kickball or flag football or volleyball, whatnot in summer. So adding that coordination and programming your feet to not be able to cross over, or to what's the best way to move laterally or move over there without crossing my feet, and when is the time to cross my feet and to swivel. I consider it almost practice. It's practice of certain motor patterns, how to get from point A to point B the most efficient, with having a stimulus like a ball that you're chasing or a person you're trying to avoid from there. So that would be number two. Number three would be, say if we have in the event you have someone that either lifts regularly or that they run a lot. So say if they're totaling up, I don't know, plus 25 miles per week, or if they're lifting 5-6 times a week, I've noticed that it discourages overuse injuries because you're moving in that frontal plane. So more like not, if you're really into lifting, you're spending a lot of time in that sagittal plane, or if you're really into running, you're really into that sagittal plane. So being able to cut and whatnot, and we're going to slide from one side to the other, even just in your gastroc and your calf and whatnot, and even in your the angles in which your knees are going, you're getting a different stimulus that is not contributing to more pounding, a vertical pounding of a run, or a vertical pounding that it takes, or shearing of a squat. So I'll finish this with just a little tutorial, if you will, of probably the most feared pattern that we do here, just the Icky shuffle. So if I back up a little bit, the best way for me to describe this is from up top, the angle. So one foot's in, one foot's out, and all it is exactly what it sounds in the name. The Icky shuffle is a shuffle. So I'm changing direction from one side to the other, shuffle my feet across, and what happens is my foot just goes right up. Shuffle my feet across, my foot goes right up. Shuffle my feet across, foot goes up, and it just speeds up from there. So I'm changing my direction from one foot to the other, sliding right up.